everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Titli and you're watching Titli. I'm making video after a long time. It's almost a year. I have been busy because of so many things. So if you are a regular viewer of my channel, I'm very sorry that I couldn't have been able to put any videos to you guys, but I will try my best from now on to put out videos. Even though I did not make any video last year, I read a lots of books and even this year, so about 80 books you can guess. And I have read about so many series, so I cannot wait to share my views, my thoughts and theories on what's not with you guys. And this is a video that I'm making after so many days, so if it's not up to the mark and if it's something missing, please pardon me for this time. I will try and keep improving. Today I will be discussing with you all the Agatha Christie books that I have read. So the thing is, I have been always a fan of this thriller mystery genre, and when I was introduced to Agatha Christie I was blown away. I so love her works, and I am trying to make my way through all her books, all her collection. So I'm currently on Poirot series, so I have a long way to go before I even finish all the works by her, but I have read few and today I will be ranking them to you as per my liking. So today I will be ranking all the Agatha Christie books that I have already read. So in case you guys are trying to start into Agatha Christie books and you want some suggestion, I hope this video will be helpful for you guys. And if you guys like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like and do share it with your book friends. So all the Agatha Christie books that I have read, I will be ranking them from last to the first. So to know which is my first book or my top favorite book, you have to stick till the last of the video. So the ninth book on my list is Cards on the Table. On this book, a very luxurious party is taking place where only 5 people were invited, but the host suddenly gets murdered. So it's Agatha Christie book with Poirot, so just guess and have somebody is going to get killed. So as the host gets killed, now Poirot came in and has only 4 people who had the motive and who had the opportunity to kill. It was a total haphazard, like who killed and who was the alibi, because everyone was providing a perfect alibi because they were sitting in a room position from where anyone could see each other except a little bit of blind spot. So if anyone attempted to kill, or the one who actually killed would easily be seen by other 3, but still no one was coming out, or the killer was too smart. But again, our Poirot is smarter than anyone and everyone, so Poirot finally comes out with the solution. But the reason it's last on my list is because I read quite a while ago and it's not that remarkable. Maybe because I have read some good books before this one, so it wasn't that remarkable. But again, don't get me wrong, it is not bad anyway. I haven't read all the Agatha Christie books. There could be books which are worse than this one, but in my list this is the book that comes last. But if you have read this book and if you have liked this, do comment the strong points of this book so that I can give it a read someday again. The next book on my list is the 8th book, is Peril at the End House. So Nick Buckley is a young woman who is coming from a very rich, wealthy family, but although she doesn't have enough money on her, but her background is quite rich. And now, when she went to this restaurant, Poirot was sitting right next to her. But something odd happened. What Poirot noticed, there's a hole on her hat. And on examining better, Poirot understood that that's not just any ordinary hole, but it's a bullet hole. So it comes to this point that Nick Buckley had been attempted to kill twice, and this woman has no idea that somebody is trying to kill her twice. So Poirot notices that and he tries to convince Nick Buckley that somebody is after you. Initially, Nick doesn't really care, but by the next time, she actually realizes, oh, okay, somebody is actually trying to kill her. And Poirot gets into this case and he goes and tries to solve and find out the murderer or the would-be murderer in this book. This is a very fun story because from the start to end, it was so packed. Like what could be happening, who would be like the neighbors, the family members, the cousin, who could be behind killing or trying to kill Nick because somebody is trying to get all her inheritance, the huge house, the Peryland house that she has and everything. So this is a very good book, but again, not on the top list because there are places I felt like it was dragging, like the place of the cousins they were coming, or the party where the main accident actually happens. I felt that was a little bit very blurred. I think it could have been better, or it could have been much more thrilling, but that was lacking a little bit in my opinion. The next book, the seventh book on my list is Date on Nile. Now, I know a movie is coming out, so I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. So, I would say this book was good, but it was very predictable. Like, who could be the killer, who could be, what could be the motive, and it was very clear cut. And if you have read enough books, or if you have seen enough movies on this murder mystery thrillers, this actually follows the pattern. It wasn't like Agatha Christie said like had that spark in this book, so that's why I have put it in there. Although I would say the thing is, it's takes place in Nile, and I think Agatha Christie has done a very good job on describing those. So it was really fun reading about the place, the river, the boat situation, everything. So it was nice, but I think there is some X factor that I always expect from Agatha Christie was somehow missing. The sixth book on my list is Hickory Dickory Dock. I read this book very recently and I loved it, but what was missing in this book was the ending. So this is a story about a hostel where somebody is stealing petty things of the other hosteliers. Like often the bag is missing or the jewelry, the shoes. So suddenly these things are getting, even though this is a very petty theft, but somebody called Poirot there. So Mrs. Hubbard is actually sister of Poirot's assistant. So she seeks help from Poirot because the situation was going out of her hand, because everyone in the hostel was panicked, like who could be stealing their products and who could be stealing their items. Like so one earring was missing, one ring was missing, but often it was getting returned, or even when it's returned, it's in a total damaged state. Like the rucksack was shredded, a scarf was shredded. So everything was like that. Even then, Poirot came because of the courtesy, because Mrs. Hubbard was the sister of his assistant. He came, but he understood that it's not as simple as it looks. A woman, she comes forward and says that yes, I have been doing this, I'm kleptomaniac. But Poirot could sense something different is going on here. And lo and behold, the very next day, the woman who claimed to be kleptomaniac is killed, and the whole hell unleashes in that place. It was really good throughout the book, but somehow the ending was meh. So yeah, that's why it's not on my top 5. It could have been easily if the ending was a little bit different, but it isn't. The fifth book on my list is Mysterious Affair at Style. So this is actually the first Poirot novel. So this is the first book, and that is, even though this one is less better than the previous one, Hickory Dickory Dock, I have kept it on a higher level because it's the first book. So I have to give that much to Agatha Christie because this was the first book which they had, like mistakes were bound to happen. I'm a very lenient person. In Mysterious Affair Styles, Emily Eganthorpe is a very rich old woman who was living in this house. But the problem was who was going to inherit her money. And even though she was quite old and she was often sick, she was very smart and she wasn't going to give all her money, all her inheritance to just anybody. So the people in the house like was in a very tense situation, and suddenly she dies or she got killed. That was the thing which was not clear throughout the book, like what was happening, if she was actually killed or she wasn't, because people in the house were trying to shake it off as like she died naturally and everything. But Poirot was there, Poirot was present at the time. Like I don't understand, this man reaches where a murder going to happen, like he just goes there. So yeah, that's how he goes and solves everything. It was really fun, and I don't know, I personally love the books that has poison as the murder weapon. Like I don't know, there's some different kind of intriguiness in those, because you can shoot, yes, you can stab, okay, you can push, but like implementing the poison is quite and even, and so like what kind of poison they're using. So I don't know, I might like sound like a crazy psychopath, that I'm not, at least not yet, but I love this kind of murder mystery where poison is there, and it's like what has the poison there, like how long they've given, or like how did they obtain that poison. It was really good, like both Hickory Dickory as well as this book, like amazing. The fourth book on my list is The ABC Murders. Now, ABC Murder is a book that I have heard everybody saying it was so amazing, must read it. So I picked it up, I read it, and it was amazing. So this is actually a story about this serial killer who was killing people alphabetically and leaving a ABC, like the railway guidebook behind, like beside their corpses or somewhere near the corpses. So it was a very bizarre thing to do, and obviously not that the thing they did, the killer, they were also sending a letter to Poirot. Like it was like inviting, it was this kind of attention-seeking behavior. This killer, like more or less of like if you have read about other stories of the serial killers, they kind of have this thing like teasing and playing with the police or the authority figures. It was similar like that, and it was so good. The ending was a mind blowing. I didn't expect it. The killer, like it was good, it was really good. I would say if you love this kind of story, go for it. This is one of the best Agatha Christie books. The third book on my list, Murder on the Orient Express. So I think, like anybody, if anyone has read at least even one book, this has to be this one. Or if not they read the book, they must have watched the movie. And if you haven't watched the old movie, you have watched the new one with Johnny Depp. Like yeah, everybody knows about this story. So Orient Express is a very luxurious train, but as it was going, a smooth journey was going on, but suddenly a man was killed. He was killed in this luxurious coupe, and he wasn't stabbed not only once but multiple times. So, who has killed this man? And again, unfortunately or fortunately, he was there. Poirot was there, and the murderer had no other option but to play along until he got caught. So this was amazing because it has a very sad backstory, like why he was killed, why the incident took place, and why the killer did so. So it was a really good story. It has all the emotion, it has all the intriguing factors, it has like who could have done, what could have happened, kind of things going on. So each with each person, each character, you just going to guess, he must have killed or she must have killed. But again, you will be like, when would they have killed? And even there, those people are like rich people. So yeah, this was a very fun book. The second book on my list is again one of the most famous book, and that is Then There Were None. So this is actually the first book that I read by Agatha Christie, and I was instantly falling in love with her. This is a story where 10 people were invited in an island and they were stuck. Like there was no mode of transportation from which they could come back to the mainland. So they were staying there unless murder starts happening. So which every murder starting, like the suspects, like everyone was growing panic. Everything was going so bizarre. Like who is killing, how they are getting killed, how is no one getting caught. So it was a whole situation, and with every killing was done, the Then There Were None poem was written. Like then there were none, like two people killed, one well left, like that. I don't remember the poem right now. I will put it in here so you guys can go ahead, pause it, read it, or go ahead and Google it. So this way the story goes. So what I loved about this one is the murders were going on, everything you are going to suspect, but the ending, the twist, my goodness, the way the twist came, and it twisted me better than any tornado would ever. So it was so good, and I loved it, and I recommended it to everyone. It will take you a little time to get to the premise, like the first few chapters, because that's when you are getting introduction to the each characters, like the 10 characters. But once they are into the island, it was amazing. So go and read it if you haven't already. And the first book on my list is a book that made me like worship Agatha Christie, and that is Murder of Roger Ackroyd. That book has shook me. So from the very first, the book is different because in this book you are getting the narrative of a village doctor. Like this is a story in a village where the doctor was seeking help from Poirot and was writing the story through his narration. A man who was named Roger Ackroyd. He was a very wealthy man. He was suddenly killed just a few hours, a few days, I don't remember exactly. And I remember Google, yeah. So he was killed suddenly in his own house, in his own study, and Poirot was like asked to come and investigate. And while he was investigating the whole situation, Poirot was learning that each of the family member has some kind of secret they are not going to say to him, but it was spoiled and he was finding out. But the thing that I love about this book is the ending. Like, this is the book where you don't expect something like this to happen. Like, I want to say you guys what has happened, why it is so great. But sadly, I cannot. That's why this is not a review video. This is just a recommendation video. Because if I had to give review, I will be spilling so much. So I am not going to say. So I would say, if you are going to start with any Agatha Christie book, do start with my top 3 books, because these are the books that are going to make you hooked to her stories. So yes, this is my list. These are the 9 books that I have read and loved so much, and I hope you guys would pick some of this book and read, and let me know if you guys liked it or not. So see you guys till my next video. Till then, bye bye.